Hello everyone and welcome back to Pikmin. This will be the last day of us playing the story mode, but this won't be the last video. I also have the challenge modes to do after this, which may or may not be up to 3 or 5 more videos. But for the story mode, this will be the last video for sure, because I don't intend on failing the final trial. If it's the first time you're playing this game, this area might take over 2 days for you to finish, but for people who have experience playing this area, it's fairly easy to beat in a single day, because you know what to do. Anyway, what I'm going to start with is getting my blue Pikmin out. And I don't want too many. I guess I'll take 40, which is a fair number. There's Candy Bop, or however they're said, flowers right there that you can use to switch your Pikmin colors around. So if I ever need any more yellow Pikmin, then I can use those things for that. But first things first, what I need to do is start building up on those bridges. So I'm going to put a good roughly 20 Pikmin to work on this, while I leave another 21 to work on this. Actually, there's only 19 Pikmin working on the other wooden bridge or whatnot, but fair enough, they'll be done eventually by the time I need their help. Yeah, come to think of it, this area is not really that hard to beat in a single day. It's just that it's only if you don't know what to do where they'll take you an entire day. Because there is something at the end that it might take quite some time to defeat. But overall, as long as you know what to do, it doesn't take that long at all. Anyway, we need our yellow Pikmin to go over to this area, because they need to get a certain type of item in order to blow up that certain thing that we saw that was between those wooden bridges. Yeah, I'm gonna get as many bombs as I can. I believe there's more. 6? Maybe a 7th one? And the yellow Pikmin's just stuck there. So that's 6 bombs. Maybe I can throw my Pikmin all the way over there? Yes, I can! And they'll actually start work on actually, it might be a bit dangerous for me to throw them. So, you know what? I'll throw them right here. Fortunately, they won't. One of the more awful things about Pikmin 1, the original one on the GameCube, is that if you call back your Pikmin that are carrying bombs, they have a chance they'll drop it, and that can be extremely dangerous. I kind of want to make more yellow Pikmin, but I'll deal with the 7 I have. It's not necessary to have very many yellow Pikmin for this area. And unfortunately, there is a way to not lose a single Pikmin playing this game, but I'm not that talented. It's mostly because of this boss that we're coming up to. I just can't figure out how to not lose a single Pikmin against it. There's a strategy that involves sacrificing some of your Pikmin to beat it, which is probably the preferred way to beat it. But the strategy that involves not losing a single Pikmin against him, it's not that much better. Like, it's not that much safer. Anyway, we have to throw a bunch of reds right here. And actually, the Pikmin are done the bridges down. So we're ready to proceed with this area, actually. That's pretty much done we're pretty much done with all the puzzles already. Well, almost already. Hopefully this will only take 3 bombs. Yep, only 3 bombs. Good! Bring all my Pikmin, hopefully none will fall in the water. And now we need to call the Pikmin over there, which is probably something I can only do in the... Well, actually, I think I could probably do that in the GameCube version too. And what you have to do is you have to get your Pikmin to work on this box. Like so. I think it might be possible to, like, glitch your Pikmin through too. Trying to make the camera be proper right now again. It's kind of glitchy. I don't know why. There we go. Now our army is all ready. Just gonna quickly destroy this wall. Wow, only took 1 bomb. Yeah, I think this wall is really weak. And there's something right there. It doesn't look like a monster, but you know what? Let's be suspicious and avoid it for the time being. And probably blow up this wall instantly too. Yeah. So, by blowing up this wall, you get access to more bombs, and bombs are part of the reason why there's an easy strategy to beat this enemy right here. Because it's a pretty big enemy they're about to face. And you know what? I'm just gonna move all my Pikmin around. We're only gonna bring red Pikmin for the time being. And I'm gonna throw these yellows back here, because I don't need them. Really? Okay, wait, whatever. Come back here. Stay here. Only reds. Sorry for being racist, little Pikmin, but the reds are the ones that deal most damage. And therefore they are the most useful against this boss. Now, say hello to the Emperor Bulbax. By far one of the biggest enemies in... Oh goodness. Yeah, that right there, I would have lost Pikmin immediately. Anyway, the Emperor Bulbax, it's definitely one of the toughest enemies in the entire Pikmin series, in my opinion. Just because of how difficult it is to not lose any Pikmin against it. And unlike the Emperor Bulbax from Pikmin 2, this one's not... they really nerfed the Emperor Bulbax in Pikmin 2. It's kind of a shame. Because in this one, it's absolutely huge, and it also has a stomp attack that it can use. I don't think the Emperor Bulbax's in Pikmin 2 used the stomp attack. At least not as much. Anyway. To deal damage against it, or... Well, you can also feed it your Pikmin accidentally if you're not careful, like I just did right there. So much for not losing any Pikmin. But to deal damage against it, you just throw Pikmin on its face. And eventually it gets pissed off and makes your Pikmin fall. The tongue is really, really long, and it can easily reach your Pikmin, so be careful about that. And as it, does its tongue attack, it also, it moves it around it, so it can easily reach Pikmin that are, trying, sideways against it. And again, I accidentally fed it one of my Pikmin. Luckily, its charge up for its tongue attack takes quite a while. So it's not impossible to avoid its tongue attack. Anyway, this is going to be taking quite a long time, so I guess I'll sacrifice one of my yellow Pikmin in order to have an easier time against this boss. If you go out of the area, the boss thankfully ignores you. Careful for the stomp attack, though. Wait, what? Oh, there was a Pikmin right there that I didn't see. Unfortunate. Well, 3 Pikmin, wow. Anyway, what you do, you throw a bomb right in front of its mouth. And your Pikmin accidentally throws it at the boss, which is not what it was supposed to do at all. Okay, so the AI of the yellow Pikmin is kind of being... it makes things a bit more difficult here. So I'll just throw the bomb right into its tongue. And now that it swallowed the bomb, it gets stunned, which gives us free reign to throw as many red Pikmin as we can on its face. I believe that the more bombs it absorbs, the more damage that you'll cause. No, the more stun time it'll have. So unfortunately, this is what I'm going to be doing for the most part. Just stunning it, and each time it gets unstunned, I'm going to throw another bomb into its mouth. That's what I have to do in order to beat this boss. At least efficiently. By the way, be careful. The explosion from the teen's mouth can kill your own Pikmin. So be careful with that. In fact, if you guys watch my Stupid Moments video, that's one of the things I did accidentally. I got all my red Pikmin right up to this thing's face, and because of that, I lost a whole bunch of red Pikmin. I think I'm gonna need more bombs. And I think I'm out of yellow Pikmin, too. I could defeat it by... Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Leaf Pikmin are simply too slow. So hitting it in the boss in the cheek is safer than hitting it anywhere else. My goodness. Losing lots of red Pikmin right now. Yep, losing my entire army. And... Oh, that's the stomp attack. That is by far one of the most dangerous attacks it has. Wow, I'm really low on Pikmin right now. So... Oh, really? There's one red right there? And instead. So now I'm gonna use the rest of my army in order to defeat this boss, and wow! Oh my goodness! So it's using the stomp attack a lot more often once its health is really low. That's what it does. Just throw the Pikmin right in his face and accidentally feed it. I suppose feeding it also kind of helps to stun it for a moment. And I think when it does its hop attack, it actually aims for Olimar. And don't bother trying to attack the back shell. That won't deal any damage. Okay. You're almost dead, Emperor Bulbax. Come on. Use your tongue attack. Fortunately, it doesn't get any faster. Oh, goodness. Please don't use a stomp attack. Okay, I need to defeat it actually pretty quickly. Unfortunately, blue Pikmin aren't that fast at dealing damage against it. There! Finally, it's dead. So, its dead animation is nothing special, but it is kind of nifty. I always think that the Smoky Prog's death animation is a lot cooler. Anyway, final ship part is the safe. It's completely useless in terms of flying, so I don't really know why Olimar was that desperate to get it. Also, we get some pellets for defeat. Not only 5 pellets. Really, that's all we get for defeating the Emperor Bulbax in terms of Pikmin production. Also, this ship part. Wow, I'm surprised. I thought this safe was a lot heavier than this, but it isn't. Huh? Okay. So I guess the massage machine was the heaviest part, or whatever. The part that was 50 Pikmin that I needed to carry it back, supposed to be. Do I still have my yellow Pikmin? Yes, I do. So we survived with one. I finished the game with 1 yellow Pikmin. That's something to write about, I suppose. Then again, the only reason I finished the game with only 1 yellow Pikmin left is because I ended up sacrificing my whole lot back in day 10 and then day 12. But can always make some more, just like right here, in fact. Oh, but besides the Emperor Bulbax's 5 pellets that it drops, you can't make any Pikmin in this area. At least as I think so. So if you like don't have enough Pikmin to carry the safe back, then you're in trouble, because you're gonna have to waste an entire day going back to the impact site or whatever to make more Pikmin. And I don't believe the Emperor Bulbax respawns, but if it does, that'd be very unfortunate. I do believe, but that being said, if you don't manage to defeat the Emperor Bulbax in a single day, I believe its health completely gets restored. So there is that to take into account too. But anyway, finish the game. Got the safe back, which means the dolphin is now officially 100% complete. Who's to say there was even money in the safe anyway? Now you can return home? You could have returned home before this, you know, Olimar. Seriously, you really didn't need the safe. It's just money. Like, as soon as he got enough ship parts, or at least as soon as he got like 29 ship parts and knew the safe was the last part left, he should have said, okay, I don't really need the safe. I don't really need the money. Thank you, Pikmin. Thank you for helping me, but it's time for me to go now, back to my family. Also, suddenly we have more yellow Pikmin than we actually had left. But that's because this ending is not pre-rendered, but scripted. It is different from the normal and bad endings, though. Olimar actually waves goodbye here. And apparently the Pikmin have intelligent thought now. And Olimar disapproves. I don't know why he disapproves, to be honest. Because they were sort of kind of saying goodbye. Even I understood that. Or inferred from their action that. So yeah, this is definitely the best ending. There's a different pre-escape scene right here. And for some reason, the Pikmin now pick on red Bulborbs, especially big ones. And for some reason, the red Bulborb is afraid too. I don't get this. I don't understand why the developers the part right there. Makes no sense to me. Thankfully, I think it's non-canon. Speaking of non-canon, here comes a whole bunch of different colored onions. Why? I have no idea. To be fair, since Pikmin 3 did reveal there were rock Pikmin onions and, well, sort of kind of rock Pikmin onions and winged pink Pikmin onions, but even so, the fact of the matter is, the bottom line, this was a game the developers weren't aware that there would be like a sequel. Because after the success of Pikmin 1, they decided to do Pikmin 2, or I think it's because of the success of Pikmin 1 they made Pikmin 2. It could have also been like the developers really wanted to do Pikmin 2, but even so. Pikmin 2 had pre-rendered cutscenes, a lot better physics engine. In general, a lot of people liked it better too, although I have a special place in my heart for Pikmin 1 and its time limit and challenges, and how short it is too. And yes, I managed to beat this game a lot faster than the last time I played it. Well, the new Play Control versions. But my official record is actually 10 days, back in the GameCube version. Unfortunately, I'm way off from my expected 9-day attempt, but that's because I completely forgot how difficult this game can be when it comes to actually beating it really fast. Oh well. Also, unfortunately, I lost 620 Pikmin. That's a lot. And all the ship parts. The only other part that I got added here is the secret safe at the very end. And we save my records, and that's pretty much it. Now we get the credit sequence, I believe. Yep, the same one from the normal ending. So, it's sorta kinda time for me to make a review of this game. So, first things first, I don't get why Nintendo didn't really make this the ultimate version of Pikmin 1. Why can't we use the classic controller, or the GameCube controller, to play this? I know there are some improvements, like the ability to go back to previous days and the widescreen compatibility, but there were some clear cases where things could have been improved, and yet they were not because, I don't know, stubborn executives who only wanted players to play with the new controls, I guess. The Wii port of Resident Evil 4 showed that you can add a bunch of new stuff, new controls, and still keep the old controls too. And in that port, I actually think the Wiimote controls actually ended up better executed. So it's kind of mind-boggling that Nintendo just kind of limited how well this port could have been. It's supposed to be an enhanced port, but it just feels like a equally as good port from the old version or something like that. I just don't like that this didn't get as much extra content while keeping the old content in. It really should have had like some more bonus stuff, maybe multiplayer or whatnot. It just got changed around to adapt to the Wii, basically. I also don't like the new Bulbax sounds. I like the old ones better, and it's something I don't get why it was changed either. There were some other sound changes, but this is the only one that bothered me. It doesn't bother me that much though, because in Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 3 they kept the old sounds, I believe, which is kind of strange. But even so, I still like this game a lot, and that includes it in comparison to like Pikmin 2 and even 3. I feel the pace of this game is quite possibly the best. It lasts as long as it needs to, the difficulty curve is great, and there isn't anything that makes the gameplay stutter like Pikmin 2's caves or Pikmin 3's... well, actually Pikmin 3 did the pacing pretty well too, but it's a little bit more cutscene heavy, and it hurts the immersion, the fact that it has more cutscenes, I think. But maybe I'll expand on that some other time. Bottom line, this game is great, and I enjoyed Let's Playing it with you guys. Especially after that awful fanfiction game that shall not be named that I LP'd and had to finish 7 times. I'd rather I played this game 7 times. Some of you may be wondering, maybe hoping I play Pikmin 2 sometime in the future. Maybe I will, eventually. I don't feel like playing it right now, though, because I don't want to, like, overload on Pikmin. Speaking of Overlord, that's a series that I believe is actually very similar to Pikmin. Never really saw anything about it, though. Anyway, one last reminder to vote for the next game for me to LP next. You see Dungeon Keeper 1, Tomb Raider, Deus Ex Human Revolution, and Sonic Lost World. Don't forget that even if a game doesn't win its ranking, even if a game doesn't win, its ranking based on the votes can still make me play it sooner than later. Now enjoy the enemy reel for the time being, because I'll be back just before the end of this video to explain one last thing. The happy end. I believe the normal ending is just the end. But for some reason, the best ending, it's happy. There's, I guess in a sense, it can be happy, but to be honest, given the events of Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 3, the only change is that the Pikmin aren't like completely extinct when Olimar and Alf return to the planets each time. Alf and his crew, rather. Or is it Charlie and his crew? Because Charlie is the captain in Pikmin 3. But he's the one that gets captured for the longest. Oh well, anyway. That was it for the story mode, but challenge mode next time. Challenge mode is basically us playing the same areas from story mode, but trying to produce as many Pikmin as possible. I'm not that great at it, but I'll try to show my best quote-unquote attempts for each map. And maybe I'll do multiple maps at the same time. The days are a bit shorter in challenge mode. It's what it is. Anyway, hope you've all enjoyed this video, and hope you all have a very nice day. Bye-bye!